Welcome to Roll for Crit, coming to you from Gen Con 50. We have just recently played Edge of Darkness from AEG. If you've been following along at home, you will remember that this is sort of the next step of Mystic Vale, their card crafting system, which involves a lot more than just card crafting. It's sort of a worker placement / drafting game with a bunch of elements of different things going on, where you're fighting monsters, fully competitive. We've been anticipating this one a lot. So, Will, why don't you start? What did you like about this game after all? Did it live up to the hype that they've been giving us for a couple of years now?
I mean, I guess for the short of it, yeah, I really liked it a lot and had a lot of fun with it. Definitely so much more to it. What's interesting is, I think the big thing is, if you played Mystic Vale, you know you have these cards you can craft for each deck. And I'd say what this is, it's more like you're actually all crafting the same deck. The thing is, you get advantages should other people use your card or you get your own. So it becomes this challenge of trying to get advantage and force people to use your cards and hopefully not use theirs. But at the same time, the stronger your cards are, the stronger the monsters that will be attacking you throughout the game will be. And this causes a really big change because you'll be like, oh, we'll be fine this turn. And then if you get a strong hand, you get a lot of cubes to roll in this, which if enough cubes lands on monster cards, they're going at people. And that's why you're like, oh, this isn't good, but they're not my colors, so.
Right. The fact that the cards are also the monsters on the other side, and like you said, you're all drawing from the same pool, makes it very, like, we definitely thought this was going to be part deck building, because that's what Mystic Vale was, but it's really not. You're crafting, but you're not really building a deck. You're spending your hand each turn and getting it back from a communal pool, so you might get your own cards that you made or someone else's, and if it's someone else's, you got to pay them to use it. That thing you talked about with the cubes coming out is awesome, because it's sort of like a dice tower, but the cubes you pour in the top will come out in one of 3 slots, and just that simple act in itself is really fun and cool, and one of those things. Right, it definitely adds an element of randomness to it, and it's one of those things that people will come by and see and want to play that game, I think, because it just looks like fun to do. I thought this was a really smart game. It definitely has depth, and when we first started it was a little complicated, but it's definitely one you can get a handle on pretty quickly. I'm not sure, because they kept saying they pushed this back because they wanted to introduce people to card crafting with Mystic Vale. I don't know if I needed Mystic Vale or not, but I will say, having played it, it was nice to be able to jump into that part of it. So I don't know. What do you think?
Well, considering how bad we screwed up our first play of Mystic Vale, I'm gonna have to say that I understand those thoughts completely, especially because we didn't have backs in Mystic Vale.
Right. Those are double-sided.
Yeah. So because the monsters are on the back of these, but because we played that, there's a lot more intricate, like, oh, I can do this or this. I know how to think about, oh, there's plenty of middle slots but not bottom slots there, so maybe I should take the bottom slot out to force people to use middle, so on and so forth.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, this game really did live up to its expectations for me.
Yeah, I'm with you. It was super, super fun. I'm really excited to see also the final components, because we didn't see that. And there's also still some rule tweaks that they are going to be making. I also will say we didn't get a ton of the theme just because we were focused on the rules and it's a prototype. So I hope that there's, bunch more kind of flavor in the backstory, because with a name like Edge of Darkness and fighting monsters, I'm curious about that kind of thing.
2 more big things I think. I should say. One, most games you'd be like, end of the games, coins are worth, every 3 coins are worth a point. In this, that's technically true, but what it is each coin and stuff is worth 1/3 of a point. And to me, that makes you feel a lot better. You don't feel like, well, this is just nothing, because 1/3 can make or break a game then.
Yeah, no, that's a very weird and unique thing that I liked.
And the other big thing is the first round is actually called the prologue, where you actually draft to help start your central deck, so to speak. You all draft cards to put in. But the way they do it, instead of making it like how Mystic Vale might be, where people can just buy whatever they want, if I chose this pile of cards, you can't choose that pile of cards then. So it makes the deck much more diverse, which I really do like. So it's not that everyone like, well, we know this is the best card, so we all load up on that.
Yeah, I agree. It's super, like I said, very clever game design. Really enjoyed every aspect of it. If you like Mystic Vale, and even if you didn't like Mystic Vale, I would say check this out, because it is pretty different other than that one crafting mechanic. So look forward to that. I think it's coming out. It's going to be launching on Kickstarter in 2018, like early 2018. So stay tuned for that. And I think that's it. So check out Edge of Darkness, and Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. For more Gen Con coverage, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Roll4Crit.
And to keep up to date, you can check out roll4crit.com/GenCon 2017 in order to get the latest, greatest news on Gen Con from Roll4Crit.